Hi my lovely beading people! How are you today? Today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely Christmas tree earrings. I'm going to show you two variations, one just clear and one with snow on it. For this project you will need some rubbing alcohol. This alcohol we will use to clean our surface and our hands so that we don't get dust and stuff in our clay. We will need green clay. I use green. If you want to make a red Christmas tree, you can make a red or a pink one or just what you like. But for this tutorial I will use green clay. You can also buy clay that has glitter in it, but I couldn't get that one anymore. So I'm just using green glitters to mix in with the clay. You will need a pair of ear hooks. You will need a pair of head pins. You will need some polish. You will need an X-Acto knife. You will need a small scissor. And you will need a tile or something to bake your clay on, because this clay needs to go in the oven. And you can also use air drying clay, but I prefer the polymer clay that you have to bake. And you will need some white paint or white nail polish to make the snow on the Christmas tree, if you like to make snow on the Christmas tree. If you like glitter like I do, you can also take white glitter extra to make the white shine extra. So let's start. So first of all we're going to clean our working space with the alcohol. And in this way we remove all dirt and dust from our tile. Make sure it's dry. Now we're going to take our ball of clay and we're going to flatten it. Like this. Oh. And it can break if it's not warm enough, so really warm it up with your hands. Now I'm going to flatten it a little bit, and I'm going to pick up my glitter and just put some glitter on it like this. Rub it in. And then just mix this through your clay. And the excess glitter also, take this and mix this in. Now I'm going to do this, and when I mixed enough glitter in, then I'm satisfied of the amount of glitter in my my clay, I'm going to come back to you. Now as you can see, I mixed in all my glitter, and now I'm going to roll this to a ball. And then I will flatten it just a little bit, like this, and then cut it in half and make balls of them too. Like this. Now we're going to take a ball and we're going to push with our thumb, and we're going to make it in the Christmas tree shape. Like this. And don't make it too high, because we're going to cut in with our scissors the branches of the tree. and in that case or in that way it will lengthen a little. And now you're going to take your second ball and do the same. And make sure that they are about the same size. Can also be that if you're finished, that one will be a little larger, but we can just adjust that. Now, make sure they're about the same size. Oh. Like this. So too small. I think the Christmas tree is not larger than the first part of my finger. Now I'm going to take my polish and I'm going to place it on top of it. If you don't have a polish bottle like this, seek a little something you can put it on top of without it slipping off. Now we're going to take our head pin and make sure it's as straight as it can get. I'm going to take our Christmas tree and we're going to stick it in the middle. And now slowly push it up until it comes out of the middle of your Christmas tree. Like this. And then just push it in the middle. And I'm going to flatten the part that is coming out of a little bit. Like this. And we're going to do this with the other one too. So take your clay, stick it in the middle, and make sure it's coming out of the middle as good as you can. Like this. And then just place it in the clay and flatten it a bit. Like this. Now you can see they're both the same length, and that's how we want it. Now we're going to take our polish or a bottle or something that you have where you can place it on top of, like this, and make sure that it stays. Now we're going to take our scissor and we're going to place our finger behind our Christmas tree, because sometimes it can it goes a little loose and you don't want them to tip over. So you're going to take your scissor and now you're going to make a cut. You lay your scissor on top of the clay, push a little bit in and cut like this. And don't do this all the way to the middle, because you don't want your branches to fall off. And now you just cut like this. And we're going to do this in a circular motion. So when you cut a branch, you're going to twist your tree around. Sometimes you can do 2 or 3, but make sure that your tree stays the same shape, so that you don't have a tree that goes right to the left or to the right. Hope you can see this. So I'm just taking my scissor and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, maybe you can see just a little better. I'm going to take my scissor and I'm going to just push in and cut. And push in and cut. And then with your cutting, you're going to make sure that your tree doesn't go very much to the left or very much to the right. So you can just see, you just have to balance it. You can just see where you have to cut in. And I start with small cuts, so not thick cuts on the top. And when I'm going down, I make the cuts a little bit thicker. like this. And you really can't go wrong with this, or you have to cut all the way in that your tree falls off your head pin. But that won't happen very often or very soon. Like this. And this is really not hard to do, it's just cutting. And what I like is you can do them all in one row, but what I like is that you alternate your cutting. So you're going to cut 2 and then 1 in the middle. You don't have to do this exactly because it's a tree, and a tree is never all the way equal on all sides. So you don't have to, but I like it, and you can make the branches as large as you want. I'm going to do this all the way down until you are out of clay. Like this. Now I'm at the bottom, and you just cut, when you're at the bottom you're going to just cut everything you can just once. So that will be your bottom layer. And then you're just going to take your scissor and you're going to flip it under your tree. And we're going to flip it over. And now I'm going to take my scissor and I'm going to remove everything that I don't like. And that are the pieces that's sticking out. This. I hope I don't go too fast, but I think you get it because it's just cutting in. And then you're going to turn it over and you're going to pinch the last branches you made, like this. Turn it over. Now we're going to do the other one, and when I did that one, I'm going to come back to you. Now, as you can see, I made my 2 Christmas trees, and now I'm going to bake them. I can't really tell you how to bake them because the degrees are different in English than in Dutch. But if you use polymer clay, any polymer clay, the instructions on how to bake them will be on your clay package itself. So now let's bake them and then I will come back to you. Now, one thing I recommend, if you make these Christmas trees, make them by the pair, because you can, as you can see, these are the ones I showed you in the beginning of this video, and these are the same. These are a pair, but I wanted to show you that you can make it with white or just clear. But I'm going to show you how to make the white, so with the snow on this one, because these match, and the ones I have in the oven right now, that ones match too. So I'm going to show you how we do the whitening. Now, I glazed this one, but you don't have to if you don't want to, but you can glaze them. But I think it's also very pretty if you make this one without glaze, because then the shininess of the white will really pop. Now we're going to take a white nail striper and we're going to place some on some of the tops of the Christmas tree, like this, and just pick them random. Pick the ones you would really think there will be a lot of snow, because we need to be those to be a little bit more white, like this. And then just go with your striper and make downward strokes like this. So if you will have acrylic paint, you can also do it with acrylic paint, but then also make downward strokes. Don't go up, because then you will get it in between the branches, and that won't look natural. For as far a female clay tree can look natural. And just do this all around on all your branches until you're satisfied with the amount of snow you have on them. And I don't really use a very lot of snow, because I don't want to be the tips to be very white, because I don't think that is how it should look. And I will put a little bit more on the top, but also then just smooth it out a little bit like this. And you don't have to be very careful with this, as long as you don't stroke upwards, it will look nice like this. So this is not hard to do, and it will look nice very easily. So like this. Now I'm going to take, and this is a personal choice, so if you don't like this you don't have to, but I'm going to take a little glitter, and this is just very cheap glitter. You can also use fine glitter, just what you like. You don't have to if you don't like it, but you can. And then I'm going to take this on the tip of my finger, and I'm just going to press it in my nail polish like this. And I don't want a lot of glitter, so I will keep spinning it and dabbing it on the white like this, and then see if I like it enough. And also, if you just think, oh, I need a little bit more white, you can just put on a little bit more white. So I like a little bit more white on these branches, because the points are very small and there didn't go a lot of nail polish on. So you don't have to be very careful, but just a little careful. Now like this. Now you can see my white tips have some glitter on it. Now you're going to leave this to dry. Oh sorry, can you see this? My white tips have a little glitter on it. Like this. And now you're just going to leave it to dry, and if it's dry you're going to blow on it. So you're just blowing all the glitter out of the inner side of your Christmas tree like this. And mine is dry very quick, because I have a very old nail polish. Well, once you've done that, this is optional, but I like this. I take my nude glaze. This is just a nail polish, but you can also use see-through white glaze. And then you're just going to stroke also downwards over your tree. And I don't want very big globs of nail polish on it. But you can see the nail polish, because this will also act like snow, but not as harsh as the white. Like this. Just glaze it on. And then just leave it to dry. Now I'm going to wait for my other trees to get out of the oven, and then I can show you how to just normally glaze it. now, as you can see, my 2 Christmas trees are baked and they are cooled down. Let them completely cool, because in that way they are hard. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a brush. And I believe I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the things we need. I'm sorry. We need a brush, and we need our polish. So we're going to pick up a little bit of polish with our brush, and we're just going to stroke it on first on the points, so the tips of the branches, and then just go in a little bit more. I'm going to zoom in so that you can see it better what I'm doing. So we're going to the most of the polish we have on the brush, we're going to stroke down so we don't have any lumps of polish on it, and then just do that again, so on the tips, and then just polish it in. Make sure you go between the branches and in the branches, because in this way your work is sealed. Like this, and then again on the tips, and then in our clay work. And if you don't have polish for your clay, especially for your clay, you can also use nail polish, but I prefer to use this polish because it's very quickly dried, so I can easily do another layer. So like this, so go between the branches and then make sure that you get every spot, and just do this all the way around. And as you can see, the glittery part of the Christmas tree, the glittery part of the Christmas tree really comes out between every branches. And make sure you don't have very large amounts of polish on one spot. And now I'm just going to do the same with the other one, if you finish this one. To show you the difference between the polished one and the not polished one, this one isn't polished and this one is. So you can really see that it really shines. So if you do the white tips, and like I showed you before, you can choose to glaze it and then do the white tips, or not glaze it and then do the white tips. I like to not glaze it and then do the white tips, because the white tips will shine better, but that's up to you. Well, as you can see, this one is dried. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pliers, my cutting pliers, and I also didn't mention this in the beginning, I'm sorry. So my cutting pliers and my round nose pliers, and I'm going to cut it until I have about a little less than a centimeter left. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to gently bend it into a round. And you have to do this gently because you don't want your clay to break. So like this. Don't be too scared, it can have a little bit of a tug. And then bend it upwards, like this. And maybe I'm going a little fast, so I'm going to do this again with the other one. Cut it about a little bit less than a centimeter. And then I take my pliers and just slightly turn against your finger like this until you are at the edge of the top of the tree. So like this. So I hope you like this project. As I said, you can make this one or this one, just which one you like. You can make the snowy one or the simple one. You can make this in any color, but I like the green ones because they really look like real Christmas trees. So I hope you like this project. I'm sorry if it was a little bit all over the place, but this is the first video in a long time I filmed. Please follow me on Facebook. I show you there which projects are yet to come. From this moment I'm going to do many Christmas tutorials and things with winter, because at this moment I'm already harvesting the winter tutorials, because in December I have little time. so I don't want to have no videos on them. So I'm going to work on them, and I noticed that most of the people already start making winter things at this moment, because at Christmas time everyone has less time. So I hope you liked this tutorial, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!